Do you title skip? I may have once or twice. What is good, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're doing a car flipping Q&A. I had you guys ask me questions on Instagram and YouTube here. Some questions that you guys have about car flipping, and we're gonna be answering them today. What's been going on in my life? I moved back to my hometown. At the place I was living at, it was only for the summer, so we're moved back here. We're looking for a house right now, me and my buddies, and we're also looking to sell this thing. Don't tell the car though, because once you tell the car you're gonna sell it, it'll start giving you problems. But we're gonna sell this car right here, and then we're getting hopefully a very cool project build for the channel. But anyways, let's get into the Q&A. I had you guys ask me on Instagram and YouTube questions you have about car flipping. I got some answers for you guys. How much money do you need to initially start car flipping? I started with $4,000. You can honestly start with anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, but make sure you have a little bit more money than what you're spending on a car, just in case if you need to do any work to it. But anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 will get the job done for your first flip. What are the best car brands to flip? Now, from my experience, I found the best success with Toyota and Honda. I highly suggest them because they're known as reliable daily drivers. Best tactic to get the price lowered. Now, to get the price lowered, you're gonna wanna mention different flaws on the car, like if it needs tires, brakes, any little dents or rust on the car. You can all use that to lower it. But if you are young and you say it's your first car, sometimes people are a bit nicer and might give you a discount. What is the most and least profit I've made on a car flip? The most amount of profit I made on a singular flip was actually a Honda CR-V, and that's why I recommend them so much, is because I seem to always make some good money. I made $3,100 within a week and a half, I believe, of having the car. And the worst flip I've done, I've lost about 1.4K on a singular car. It sucks, but you gotta learn your lesson somewhere. Can car flipping be done anywhere in the world? I don't see why not. I mean, if you got somewhere to list the car, you got somewhere to buy the car, I'd assume it can be done anywhere. Are you responsible for the car after selling it? Technically, it is not your responsibility. Once you sell a car, it is now the new owner's job. If they crash it or whatever, that is not your fault. How do you make sure the car you're buying isn't stolen, salvaged, or rebuilt? Now, before I buy any car, usually I check the Carfax on it. Here in Canada and the US, we have Carfax, where it basically tells us a whole history report on the car. Tells you if it's ever been stolen, if there's any liens on it, past accidents, if the kilometers have been rolled back. This Carfax website will tell you. It's a pretty good one. I usually check with the Carfax before buying any car to save myself from a headache. What are some ways to determine market value of a car? To know how much your car is worth, you're gonna wanna go on Facebook Marketplace and just find the exact same models and see the average price that they're going for. You wanna find a car that has the similar kilometers, similar year, and similar trim level as yours, and that's how you'll be able to find how much it's worth based on other comparables. What's the biggest job you've done on a car? And why don't you do more work on cars, such as brakes, other stuff like that? I think the biggest job I've done on a car has been swapping 2 doors. Most likely, I think that's the biggest job I've done. The reason I don't do more stuff like brakes and get into all that is because where we're located, our office, the tenants complain when we do anything on the car. When we swap the doors, we got in trouble for it. So it's kind of difficult to really do anything in that sense. We'll find a way to start getting into more stuff like that because I really want to learn how to do that kind of stuff. And I'm sure you guys would want to watch it. So we're definitely going to be getting into more getting your hands dirty type of work. What is the biggest mistake you've made in car flipping? Stupidest mistake I made, where I bought a car I thought was in kilometers, but it turned out to be in miles. The kilometer to mile conversion is crazy. I thought it had 180,000 kilometers, turned out to be miles, and that lowers the value of a car like crazy. I still ended up making like 300 bucks on it, but it's a mistake I will not make again. What made me want to start car flipping? I started car flipping about 2 years ago. Honestly, I just wanted to buy a cool car. I bought a 350Z, it looked cool. I ended up selling it instead of keeping it. I made money on it, and from there, I kind of just kept going. I kind of got into it by accident. What was the toughest flip I've had to do? Looking back, I think this white G37 I had was definitely the toughest. After a month of having it, I had found out the frame was like completely rotted out, and I had to just sell it. That was one I lost like $1,400 on. But I did learn to thoroughly inspect a car better for next time, so I didn't run into that same mistake. It took like a month and a half to sell. It lost me a lot of momentum, but obviously we got it rolling again. That was definitely the toughest one. Do you title skip? To be honest, I may have once or twice in the past. I don't anymore. I actually work under my buddy's dealer and I flip cars as if I used to, but we pay taxes and all that stuff now, so it's pretty much what it used to be, but we're fully legal now. Would I suggest title skipping? No. I'd suggest if you have to, put it in your friends and family's names rather than skipping the title. That is all the questions we have for today. If you guys want a part 2, let me know, but I appreciate you guys for always watching the videos. We got lots more to come and some crazy content on the way this year. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.